to Fort Vancouver High School and Cascadia Technical Academy, and I'm a second-year student in the aviation program. My dad was a pilot, so growing up I always heard stories of all of his adventures and all of his interests. It wasn't really hard to see aviation as a future career. They really focus on professionalism to be career-ready employees wherever we go. Job competition is really competition, and if you have the confidence that I've faced these things before, I've done these things before, I know what I'm doing versus someone who's still trying to figure it out, I'm really glad I made that choice. Correlate traffic says no one, without this, I wouldn't have had the chance to really see if this was something I liked. I want to reach the sky.
When I started cooking, I was definitely nervous. I thought I was going to mess everything up, but as I started to learn things and learn from my own mistakes, then I got a lot more confident in what I'm doing. I used to be very quiet. Forcing myself to be more social and get my point across really taught me a lot. Originally, I was planning to join the military, like my parents did. I didn't really know what I wanted to do in the military. I just know I wanted to go to the military, but now I know specifically what I want to do as a job and a career. My family's really proud of me. They didn't really see this coming at all. I just cared a lot more about sports and my friends and stuff, but this really gave me a motivation to actually go out and learn some things that I have passion for.
If you don't have that soft skill training, if you don't have those people skills, dependability, reliability, things like that, it doesn't matter how much technical knowledge you have. Those jobs that are out there right now that we need to fill, those are amazing jobs. Those are things that kids can get into out of high school and actually have a successful, well-paying career that fulfills them for the rest of their lives. I never really had any teachers that took the time to really grab me and say, I see something in you and I'm not going to leave you alone until you see it and pursue it. Do you feel like you're on the path forward towards a successful, fulfilling, happy life? And if the answer is yeah, I think I am, then we're doing something right.
Pretty cool. We're super proud of all of our students. We support students all across our county. We have over 1,000 students every day come to our campus, and thanks to you and the support that you have given to our school and our students, you create the opportunities for these kids. The data showed that the top 15% of our students are in the top 10% of their class in their home high schools. So we feel that we are the premier opportunity, the premier pathway to help students become career and college ready. One of our students is a 4-point student, and she's here to talk to you tonight. And that's Kiana Coburn. Kiana, come on up.
Can you all hear me all right?
Yeah.
Good evening. Every time I watch that video, I'm humbled and I'm honored to have been a part of it. But ultimately, I don't think it's too much about us. Cascadia is a place that gives students the opportunity to learn on industry equipment with real industry professionals as our teachers, and that's an experience that no other school and no other programs can give us. Tonight I'm here to tell you a little bit about my story and how I got there. When I was in middle school, my dad took me to a seminar at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, and from that point on, I wanted to be a crash investigator. I didn't know too much about aviation at the time, but I knew that it was an industry that I wanted to be a part of for the rest of my life. I learned about Cascadia through a sophomore English class presentation, And I decided to take a leap of faith and to give it a shot. And that was ultimately a choice that changed the course of my future, the course of my life. When I got to Cascadia, I was able to use their flight simulators and learn about a passion I never knew I had. Having never touched the controls of a plane before, having that experience made me realize that I didn't want to be a crash investigator anymore, and that I longed to be an airline pilot instead. The opportunities given to me by Cascadia have also been given to a number of other students in all the other programs as well. The construction program builds real houses that are bought by the community. Dentistry, cosmetology, and culinary are all open to the public and treat real customers with their own real equipment. And all of these experiences make us confident that when we graduate, we're career ready and that we're work ready, and that we have an edge on our job competition. As these industries that are in such need increase, so will the need of Cascadia. We pride ourselves in giving students the opportunity to learn real-world jobs by having real-world experiences on their actual equipment and the things that they actually do. In order to do this, we have to be able to keep up with the industry as it grows and as it progresses. Let's see, where's my place here? There it is. The contributions made to Cascadia and all of the programs have helped give me this opportunity that ultimately changed the course of my future. I would like to thank you on behalf of all the students whose lives were changed, and I'd like to personally thank you for being here tonight and making your contribution to help make future dreams come true. Thank you.
That was incredible. I think we found next year's MC. What do you think, fellas? I'm going to retire. That was wonderful. So, I'd like you to do two things for me right now. First of all, I'd like you to raise your glass. Cheers, everyone. Cascadia Technical Academy, cheers. Cheers to Kiana. Notice there's a method to my madness because we're about ready to start the appeal, the cash call, the paddle raise. Yeah. Okay, now there's one more thing I want you to do. Everybody, find your bidder card. Raise it up. Raise up your bidder card. Marcy, $5,000. Everybody found their bidder cards? All right, this is the appeal here, folks. This is 100% tax deductible. We're talking about the equipment that Cascadia Technical Academy needs to stay current in this. And, Kiana, you did a great job with the appeal here and talking about the need for us to stay current with technology. But first, before we do that, I just wanted to thank Neil Calhoun, who goes to Cascadia Technical Academy on a regular basis. He's a retired pilot, and he's helping to fill the gap because there's going to be a big need for pilots in the next couple of years, folks. They're aging out. All right, so here's the way we're going to do this, folks. We're going to start this out again. This is completely 100% tax deductible. We're going to raise some money. So if anybody here tonight is compelled and feels that we can start this off, and you never know where to start, folks, and this is a little nervous for me, but I'd like you to consider raising your paddle at $2,500. Would anybody be old enough to raise their paddle at $2,500? It's 100% tax deductible. Anybody? Anybody? There we go. We got bidder number 5, 2, 4, $2,500. Thank you so much. I didn't know. Oh, that feels so good. What a start. What a start. I hate it when you get crickets right out of the gate. Yes. Anybody else at $2,500? Okay, I'd like to take this down to $1,000. Anybody at $1,000? $1,000?